Why don't you do right like some other man?
Richard Williams, the creator of Spielberg's Roger Rabbit, still breathes this kind of air. Walt Disney led the way in the 30s and 40s. Is he still an inspiration today?
When that tiger came out, and there was some actually good drawing, such wonderful animation that I thought, oh, God, I don't know anything. I'm going to have to learn how to do that goddamn tiger. You know, I'm going to have to learn about weight and where the weight's traveling and where... Oh... And how to make it talk like that. And then I just, somehow, I was trying to look for the inside of the Disney thing, how it all moved. And then it got so expensive, and I sort of, you know...
Is he still some kind of a guru for you? You know, I mean, you've mentioned Disney now, the weight of the tiger's foot. It's important to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
That.
Oh, man.
For animation.
Well,
if there's somebody sad, it's got to have a sadness about it, which is...
Absolutely.
Really
authority, so you can just relax and watch it. Isn't it like a Rembrandt etching?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm so greedy artistically. I thought, I have to learn that. I have to learn how to do that.
It's still important drawing. I mean, we're getting into electronic animation now and all those things. You don't want it. I mean, it's no good to you, or would you use it?
No. I couldn't find any way to use it.
I mean, it's almost like there's a split going into, you know, schools of thought are now evolving.
People want to remove the artist. When they got photography, they said, well, we won't need you guys anymore.
Painters are out.
I had a man come up to me one of the few times I went to a party, and somebody said, oh, this is the guy who did the Pink Panther. And I said, well, you know, renovated them or something. And he said, well, you don't do them anymore. It's all done. He's done by computer. And I said, no, it's not. He said, yes, it is. And I said, no, it's not. And he said, animation is done by computer now. People like you don't do it. And I said, oh, well, have it your way. That's fine. You know.
Why move it anyway? I mean, why do you want to move anything?
My painting started to move when I was painting. After I had 2 wonderful years in Spain. And the last 4 months, all these pictures were, well, they were like Degas, but they were in movement. But they were trying to move. And I kept thinking, oh, I don't want to do animation. If I do animation, I'm going to have to do Mickey Mouses and all that to earn a living. I don't want to be a commercial artist. I don't want to do it. And then I come in the next day, I think, oh, but these things couldn't move, you know. See, when I started, I wasn't very good, or I didn't know how to do the movement. And then I got this old guy, Ken Harris, who was the Warner Brothers' best animator, and he, the Coyote and all that, he came in and he started with, The Thief was really developed for him to animate. And he animated it and then died. And so I learned from him. I remember saying to him, we were working on a scene in his trailer home in L.A., and towards the end he would have to sleep more. He always, I just need a half an hour nap. And about 4 hours later he came out and he said, oh, I'm so goddamned old. He said, oh, you've animated the scene. I had a vulture landing like a B-29, you know those shots in the movie where they go, and they go past the camera and they crash into the oil drums and shear a wing off. Well, I had this vulture coming in for a landing. As he turned, I didn't have the action quite right. I didn't have the center of gravity in the right place. And old Ken, he's standing there, and he says, oh, you've made a mistake, Dick. His center of gravity's in the wrong place. And he fixed it. And I said, really? It's going to die with you. He said, I'm a sponge. 14 years I've had with you, and you're still correcting my work. And he said, oh, you're getting it. You just did it wrong there. 4 years ago, the animation went together. I sort of mastered it. He said it modestly. But I didn't master it for 30 years, so it was hell. But finally it went together. So then I was just really starting to go on my own work when the Spielberg thing happened. So I had 2 years of drawing with rubber ducks. Well, 2.5 years of rubber ducks. Well, now I really need to decompress and do my own stuff. And I'm going to draw my way through my own picture.
And you've got anything here that I can see that, you know, that's worth, you know...
Well, this is, see, the start of the film, it's flat color. So I'm drawing this little bit.
Yeah.
This is a,
What is this?
this is a witch
Yeah.
who's very dangerous. She's
Yeah.
going over to cure a beast of his beastliness.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like going to the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wanted to make her look lethal by having the pelvis go down 3 times between each step. You know, like a lot of black walks, they go trucking on down. They'll go down twice between each step, so they're sort of rhythmic. Well, she's doing it 3 times, so she goes, whoom, whoom, whoom. She's like a pile driver with these hands, which are going to do a lot of damage to the patient.